Right now, we got a very special guest joining us. He'll be fighting this weekend at UFC 200, which is taking place on Saturday night in Las Vegas. Get the pay-per-view for it. This is the biggest fight of the year, one of the most talked about fights ever. It's definitely going to be insane. And joining us right now, he will be fighting for the featherweight title. I'm talking about Frankie Edgar. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Definitely doing great, and you're getting ready to take on Jose Aldo this weekend at UFC 200, which is live from Vegas this Saturday night. Get it on pay-per-view. Now, this isn't the first time that you fought Jose, so what makes this fight different than the last time you fought him?
I think I'm a much better fighter than I was last time. I got 3 more years of experience under my belt. The momentum's on my side. Last time we fought, I was coming off 2 very close losses at lightweight. And he was on a tear himself, and now it kind of roles reversed here.
I've been paying a lot of attention to you as well, and I think you've improved a lot. So now I'm curious, will you try to keep this out of the hands of the judges this time and go for a finish, or are you willing to slug it out for the entire fight?
I prepare for 5-round war just because that's what you have to do. But my last 5 fights, I got 3 finishes. I'm trying to keep that trend. I want to go out there and get this done within the 5.
All right, I like it.
And after you get that featherweight championship, will your eyes be directly set on Conor McGregor next?
We just don't know what he's doing. He calls the shots, and every time we seem to fight, he seems to kind of avoid that situation. But I would love to fight the guy. He's the current featherweight champion. But if he doesn't come down, then that means I'm the featherweight champion. But me and Conor at MSG at UFC 205 sounds good to me.
Right.
Let's say you are the real champion, though, after this fight. Is the title what you really want with a fight with Conor, or is the draw of having a fight with the notorious Conor McGregor really the draw? The name recognition and everything that comes with that, that's a draw. But what's bigger for you between that draw and actually having the title?
If I get to fight him, I get both. So I really don't have to say which one's better, really,
It's valid.
But you're right. Fighting him, there's going to be a lot of buzz behind it. It's going to be a bigger payday. He's going to hype the hell out of it, of course, and I think it's a matchup I can win.
We are talking with Frankie Edgar, who will be fighting this Saturday night at UFC 200, which is live from Vegas. Get it on pay-per-view. He'll be taking on Jose Aldo. Now, was there anything different that you did in training camp this time around than the last time that you fought Jose?
I was trained. I was prepared the correct way, and this time was no different. My team has gotten stronger throughout the years. My coaches have gotten better. And they've gotten more experience as well. But, our team is just, we got Edson Barboza, Marlon Moraes, Eddie Alvarez, Frankie Perez, Paul Felder. We have a real strong squad to get prepared nowadays. So, we don't have to reach out too far anymore.
So it's been the same people pretty much with you your whole entire career?
As far as the coaches go, yeah, we added some training partners, since the last time me and Aldo fought. But, we're a pretty tight squad.
As far as your preparation goes, that brings me to self-promotion. It's a thing that people don't think a lot of times is a part of fighting, but it definitely is. And I'm relatively new. I've been watching for about 1.5 years, but it seems like you've deserved a title shot for way longer than just now. You've deserved one for at least 1 year, and you haven't gotten it. And I can only think maybe he should talk a little bit more trash. Do you ever think that, you're not a huge trash talker, but you make me laugh when you do talk some trash?
Yeah, Conor McGregor kind of switched the whole game up. I don't think many people could be like him and do what he does. I'm just going to focus on winning fights. If you win fights, it's going to take care of what you want, and it's going to put you in positions to fight for titles. And here I am fighting for the interim title. And if it doesn't become the belt, I'm one step closer to the real belt.
All righty then. I like your mentality.
UFC 200 is this Saturday night, and another big fight on the card is Brock Lesnar taking on Mark Hunt. So I want to know, Frankie, how do you feel about other athletes from different sports, like specifically wrestling? How do you feel about them wanting to step into the octagon? Like somebody like your Brock Lesnar or CM Punk. How do you feel about those guys wanting to fight in the UFC now?
Brock Lesnar did it before and was successful, so you can't really judge him for that. He was an amateur wrestler. He was, national champion, 2-time national champion in college. So he's a real combat athlete. And hey, they're a big enough name. They did something in their life that people want to see them get in the cage, and they bring a fan base that's new and more eyes to us. It's only good for everybody.
Hypothetically, in an ideal world, if you want more hype behind your fights, would you go up and fight CM Punk?
I mean, I'll fight anybody, yeah, but that's not a fight I'm really interested in, to be honest with you.
Frankie Edgar, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. He's taking on Jose Aldo this Saturday night at UFC 200, which is live from Vegas. Get it on pay-per-view. It is a stacked card. Definitely going to be an amazing night. Frankie, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. It's definitely much appreciated.
All right, guys. Thanks, man. It's a pleasure.